Holy $13,577.90 in my first 12 hours using this. How is that even possible?
My first week ever using your system, I made $8,269.12.
I've already earned over $598.09.
I've made a total of $45,267.61.
I made $4,927.87.
$1,288.56.
I was able to profit over $497,000.
Oh my God. It's only been 15 minutes since I discovered this website and I've already made $2,982.32. I hope you're not going to make this public.
I didn't have any computer knowledge or experience at all. None. And I still managed to bank over $59,000 in my first 2 weeks alone. It's like a miracle.
The self-made millionaire is using his fortune and fame to give back. Quite a success story. For Money Smart, I'm Glenn Walker.
I made $1,501,644.12 in the first 90 days using the system. I just bought a brand new house, a new car, and now I'm on my way to buy my first boat.
I'm not in the red anymore. Look at this. It's $822.50. Awesome. That's badass.
Are you serious? $1,255.87. Oh my gosh, Chris, it just did it again. I'm sitting on like $1,600 here. This is amazing.
$16,000 my first day.
So finally, you clicked on the link. I know you have no clue where you've landed yet, but I have to congratulate you. You are one of the 7 people selected today to get access to this private page. The only secret page in the world that gives access to the automated money system that generated over $128,700,000 and created over 90 new internet millionaires in the last 3 months alone. Yes. During the past 90 days, this system created 1 new millionaire every day, and today, you're about to become the next one. Because at the end of this video, you will have enough knowledge to make over $11,000 your first day using the system, which means today. And you're going to get this knowledge for free. Now that's a crazy claim, I know, but in just a few minutes, you will realize that it's absolutely true. This is completely different from everything you've ever heard about making money. It has nothing to do with all the nonsense everyone is trying to sell you right now. It has nothing to do with these secret codes or Forex or trading software or even the multi-level marketing or pyramid schemes you've been pitched lately. Listen, once you decide to try to make money online, you're basically thrown into the lion's den on the very first day. You're sold a pack of lies and conned into buying useless software that does not work. You find out, too late, that you've wasted your hard-earned money. And the sad reality is, if you're still watching this video, you're still broke. Am I right? You're broke in a world where no one responds to your support tickets. No one ever sends you the refund they promised. Where no one helps you get started. And where, in fact, no one even wants you to get started. But forget all this. Today, everything changes. Since you've been privately invited here by a member of the Wealth Organization today, you get to know the entire truth. After watching this video, you will never have to worry about money ever again. Today, my friend, is the start of the rest of your life because I'm going to make you a millionaire in less than 3 months from now.
Chris, I knew you were expecting this video and I couldn't wait to make it for you. Just as you promised, I was a millionaire within 90 days. It's absolutely incredible. My whole life has changed. Only 3 months ago, I could barely pay the rent, man. It's crazy how things can change that fast, and it's all thanks to you and your software. Chris, you are the man. Thank you.
I know it's a bit early to be making a testimonial, but I just couldn't resist after I saw these incredible numbers come across my screen. I stumbled across this website less than a half hour ago, and I'm already sitting on almost $3,000. Wow, Chris. I really hope you're going to give this to more people who really deserve it. People who need it. I can't believe how easy this was.
At first, I wasn't even going to try this because my computer skills are a joke. But thank God I did. I've made almost $60,000. I don't know how this is possible or how it can even be legal. But the money's right there in my bank account. And I'm already spending it like there's no tomorrow. Chris, my whole family is so thankful for this. You've changed our lives, man.
Chris, I have to admit that I was a bit skeptical at first about your system, but man, I made over $13,500 in the very first day. This is absolutely incredible. I really feel like my whole life is about to change. Thank you so much. I still can't believe how lucky I am to have this sucker on my computer. It's like having my own ATM.
Hi, my name is Christopher. They call me Money Chris. You've probably guessed the reason. Ever since I discovered the system that I'm about to share with you in a moment, I've made a small fortune. Actually, most people would call it a large fortune of over $59 million. And I did it by just clicking my mouse a few times a day. I'm one of the richest and most respected online entrepreneurs in the world. Listen, I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm one of the industry leaders. In fact, I'm one of those guys who teach the gurus how to actually make money. And they pay me up to $10,000 per hour just to learn about the method I'm about to give you right here, right now, for free. Now, let's take a moment here and talk about the gurus. The industry elite are trying to shut this website down as we speak. And that's why you may never see this video again if you choose to exit this page. The reason they're doing this is because, well, they're afraid. They're mad at me because this video will cause them to lose millions of dollars. Once I tell people like you the truth and expose their scams, they are begging me to delete this page. But I don't care. These crooks don't scare me. And today, I'm about to change the life of 7 lucky people and make them all millionaires within 90 days. That's right. I'm about to do exactly the same thing that I did 2 years ago, and then I'm going to retire once and for all after I've made my students rich. Since you're still watching this video right now, it means that you are my next millionaire. So prepare for changes, my friend. Big changes. Because in a few minutes from now, you'll have huge power just handed to you. The power of my done-for-you automated money system for 100% free. But before I give you access to this system that is about to add 7 figures to your bank account in the next 90 days, you need to understand a little bit about why I'm doing this and how I discovered this system. 3 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are right now, and my situation was maybe even worse than yours. I was a salesman, selling computers to tech companies. I had created a revolutionary new processor that I worked on ever since I was in college. It was amazing. It did everything I designed for it to do. I was so confident that it would sell like crazy that I even quit the job I got after college so I would have more time to perfect it. It was my dream, and I was so close to touching it. I mean, this processor would allow companies to be 10 times more productive by automating some of their most annoying and time-consuming tasks so that they would have time to focus on their big projects and ultimately make more profits. It looked so promising that I'd spent everything I had, plus a bunch of money I borrowed from my family, to create the first few prototypes, 50 to be exact. I was as excited as hell to start selling them. There was one factor I forgot though. Once I started trying to sell my processor to the companies I had targeted, I discovered even big companies have tight budgets. They couldn't afford to spend thousands of dollars to replace all of their previous processors by a new one that no one tried before except me. I tried and I tried, offered huge discounts, pulled every string I had, exploited every connection I could find, but in the end, not one single company bought my processor. Believe me, I did everything I could to convince these corporations that I would do anything to make the deal work if they would just give my processor a try. But I heard no everywhere I turned. All of my dreams and expectations suddenly collapsed. I worked all my adult life and spent every cent that I could find to develop something that no one would buy. Sure, I was selling one processor here and there, but that wasn't covering even half of my family's expenses. And to make it even worse, a few months after I started trying to market my processor, my wife asked me for a divorce and wanted full custody of our daughter, along with a huge alimony and child support judgment. She decided she just couldn't take it anymore and decided to leave me alone in my misery. Well, discouraged, mentally destroyed, and completely broke, I decided to drown my misery with a few glasses of scotch. I drank so much that night that I can barely remember what happened after my first drink. But when I woke up the next day at 2:07 p.m., I'll never forget this time, and decided to check my emails on my phone, I noticed I had 11 missed calls from an unknown number. At first I thought it was my ex-wife, and I was too tired to argue with her again. But then the phone started ringing again. I started thinking, maybe she had something very important to tell me. Maybe my daughter wanted to see me. So I picked up the phone, and I was very surprised to hear that it was a man that started talking. "Christopher," he said, "you finally decided to pick up the phone." "Who is this?" I asked. He said, "My name is Dave. I'm the founder of the Wealth Organization. I just found your ad in my mailbox about your new processor, and I'm really interested. I would like to meet you as soon as possible." When I heard this, I felt paralyzed for a few seconds. Someone was finally interested in my processor? "Sure, I'm available right now. Where do you want to meet?" I replied immediately. He gave me his office address and asked me to come by in an hour. I could hardly believe it. I felt like a kid. I just wanted to dance around the house and celebrate this amazing stroke of luck. Maybe I could finally live a normal life after all these months. I was so excited that I came to the appointment 15 minutes early and knocked on the door. He opened the door and said with a big smile, "Christopher, I was waiting for you. Come on in. Let's talk in my private office." He walked me through an extraordinarily huge and beautiful space. I almost felt like it was in a movie. You know, these huge offices perfectly designed with super expensive materials. He invited me into a conference room and we sat at a huge table. Then he started talking a little bit about his company. Dave was the owner and CEO of the Wealth Organization. He was making millions of dollars in revenue every year trading binary options, a brand new trend that had created many self-made millionaires over the past few years. He told me that his team had developed a software that was analyzing the market trends and news all around the world every minute, and that the software algorithm they had created could easily determine whether an asset would go up or down. He was bragging about the fact that his software was making him several grand a day while he just played video games on his office couch. He told me that all he had to do was let his software run all day, then collect the cash. I was a little bit skeptical when he told me this. I mean, it sounded way too easy to be real. Just kicking back on a couch all day and making more than 99% of the population. I mean, who would trust this? So I told him that it was a little bit hard for me to swallow all of this. I mean, all my life, I've been taught that we have to work hard for our money. But he immediately stopped me while I was talking and said, "I knew you wouldn't trust me, Christopher. So let me show you the software, live in action right now, with your money." He then turned his computer screen to me and said, "This is the software that made me rich. I just opened an account for you while we were talking. Just fund it with $250 and let's see how it will do for you." I started to feel real hesitant at this point. I mean, a guy that I met just an hour ago was asking me to give him $250. It took me a month to save this money, and I had rent to pay that week. So I said, "Dave, I can't afford to spend $250 to try out a software I've never even heard of in my life." When I said this, he laughed and said, "Every successful relationship begins with trust, Christopher. If you don't trust me, you might as well leave the office. We weren't made to work together." So I stopped and thought about it. He was right. His watch alone was worth more than everything I had on me. So Dave had probably more important things to do than scam random people like me for a measly $250. So I put my credit card information where the software asked me to enter it. I clicked on the start button and a countdown of 60 seconds appeared. Then Dave told me, "Perfect. Now, let's just share a drink together, then see how much money you'll have made in just a minute." Exactly 60 seconds later, we heard a little melody from the software meaning the trade was done. So I rushed to the computer to see what happened to my $250. But when I saw the screen, I couldn't believe my eyes. My $250 initial deposit had just turned into $566. In 60 tiny seconds, I had made a profit of $316. I was ecstatic. This amount of money was huge for me at that time. So immediately I asked, "Can I do it again?" "Sure," he said. So I jumped right back on it and tried again, and again, and again. Within 4 minutes, I had made a total profit of $1,499.61. I don't have to tell you, that was the 4 best minutes of my life. But then Dave asked me, "Try it again, Christopher." Of course, I clicked the button with no questions asked, but 60 seconds later, I heard the melody again. When I saw the screenshot, I became upset. I had lost everything in my trade. I said, "What just happened? I lost the money I had made." "And that's exactly why I need your help," Dave said. "Our processes aren't fast enough to allow us to run our software all day long, so we can only use it a few times a day before the algorithm bogs down all of our servers. And we lose the trades we've been winning on after about the 4th round. As you saw, you made $1,299 in just a few minutes. But if we could replace our processors with the one you created, our computers would be 10 times more efficient, and we would make a lot more money." He stopped for a few seconds, looked at me right in the eyes and said, "So here's the deal, Christopher. You help me and replace all our current computer processors with the one you created, and in exchange, I'll give you a copy of my software for free. How does that sound?" The next day, we hired technicians to replace all of his previous processors with the ones I had developed, and I got my free copy of the software just like he promised. Fast forward 2 years, I am still using the software, and I am now worth over $50 million. Financially, I am living the dream. I am enjoying a life most could never even imagine. I have 3 different mansions in Miami, Rome, and Dubai. I travel first class all around the world every month, and I earn more money than ever before doing things that I love. Life could not be more fun and comfortable. But enough about me. Let's do something that will take away every bit of doubt you might still have at this point. I told you that the software was working for me, but how would it work for a complete beginner? Well, last Monday, I posted on my Facebook wall that I wanted 3 of my followers to come to my office and test out my software for free to prove that it would work for absolutely anyone. I specified in my post that I only wanted people that had already tried to make money on the internet, but failed. Out of 1,692 responses to my post, which is incredible, I picked 3 guys. They are complete beginners who tried but never made any money online previously. And today, we're going to see how they do with my system. Before coming, I asked all 3 of them to send me a screenshot of their bank balances so they wouldn't have to show it in front of the other students. I didn't want them to feel embarrassed. Here are their bank balances. Greg, the first student that I chose, has $111.32 in his bank account. Wow. Robert, the second student that you're going to meet in a minute, currently has $388.01 in his bank account. Better, but still pretty pathetic. And James, our last student, is currently in the red with negative $22.77 in his bank account. As you can see, they are far from living the financial dream. But let's see how they do today, right now, with my software and my help. Are you ready? They're waiting for us in the next room. Let's go. Hey everyone, how you doing?
Chris. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Greg.
Hey Greg, nice to meet you.
You too. James.
Hey James.
Robert.
Hey Robert. Thanks for coming, you guys. Hope you're not intimidated by the cameras.
No, it's fine. So am I about to become an online superstar?
Hey, almost, Greg, almost. So I've asked you to come here because, as you know, I really want to show people that my software really does work as well as I've described it, and it is capable of making money for anyone, regardless of their computer experience or knowledge. At the end of this short session, hopefully you'll be walking away with a little bit of money. I want you to know that you all get to keep the software for free for just helping me with this little experiment. I guess that's what you all want, right?
Yeah.
Great. But first, I want you guys to confirm to everyone watching today that you have never made any money online. Greg, why don't you share your story with us today?
Sure. Okay, Chris. So I'm Greg, obviously, and I've been trying to make money online for about 3 years without any success, unfortunately. I've made about I don't know, $20 in the last 3 years. So, not a whole lot.
Don't worry, Greg. I can assure you that things will change starting today. Robert, what about you?
Well, my story is very similar to Greg's. I mean, I've always wanted to live this online lifestyle, but it's been a dream for my family and me, but it's never seemed to work out. Products I've bought so far haven't delivered anything. I'd email these people when I have a problem, and no one would answer me. It'd be very frustrating. I almost quit until I saw your Facebook post. I mean, I've wasted so much time and so much money, and all for nothing.
Unfortunately, Robert, there are more and more fake videos spreading online, but that's why I'm so excited and so anxious to tell everybody that this software does really work. And starting today, it's going to be a fresh start for you and your family. James, our senior.
Hi, Chris.
How did you end up here?
Well, first I discovered that it was supposedly possible to make money online after I had a car accident and I was forced to stay home. I had lots of time on my hands, so I also had to survive on a very small budget. So I was killing time on Facebook when I saw some ads about these make money online products. I was skeptical, but we needed some money, so after some hesitation, I decided to try a few. The only thing they did was, after the purchase, after I'd already given them my money, was to upsell me with products that were even more expensive. I tried and tried, but it never made a single cent in 8 months. But hopefully that's going to change now. I would love to be able to buy presents for my grandchildren.
You will, James. I promise you. Now, guys, if you look at your computer screens, you can see that I've already downloaded the software and linked them to your individual bank accounts. And you should see on the screens 3 large buttons, a button up, a button down, and a start button. Do you see them?
Yeah. Wait, is this the software? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is really simple. I was actually kind of worried because I'm not techie at all, so.
Well, Greg, we've intentionally made it this simple so a complete computer beginner can use the software. So, Greg, why don't you get us started and press the start button?
Okay, done.
Perfect. Now, the software should be telling you which button to push, the button up or the button down.
Okay, just push the down button like it asked me to. Now what?
That's it. Now we just sit back and wait for the software to do its work.
Wow, that's all I need to do? Mm-hmm. I mean, I expected it to be easy, but that is really easy.
Well, yeah, I told you, Greg, I made it as easy as possible and spent a lot of money to make it that simple to use.
Wow, okay, I can't wait to see what happens next.
We will soon see. Robert, why don't you go ahead and press the start button on your software?
Done.
Great.
And now it says to push the down button, so done.
Cool, it looks like you're already becoming familiar with it.
Yeah, there's only 3 buttons.
Yeah, there's not that much to learn, is there? Now, James, my man, go ahead and press the start button on your software.
Okay, done. Now it says to push the down button.
Cool, go ahead and push it.
And done.
Good, you're all set. That's it.
Awesome. That was quick and easy. 2 factors I love, especially when it comes to making money.
Awesome. So I guess you're going to want to keep the software then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 60-second countdown clock. Siri, set down a 60-second countdown starting now. Right. And then when it's up, we're all going to check your account balances to see if there's any changes to them, all right?
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Totally.
So what did you think of the software?
Oh, man, it's so easy.
Totally.
Yeah, really easy to use, right?
So easy.
Okay, 60 seconds is up. Let's check the results now. Greg, you're the first to use the software, so let's check your results first. Why don't you go ahead and log into your bank account and see what happened?
Doing it now. And, oh, what the? Christopher, I don't know if this is real, but it says I just made like $620 in a minute. How the hell is this possible? This is ridiculous. I was hoping I'd be making some money today, but I never dreamed I would make this much. This is amazing. I can't believe it. I mean, what did I just do? And can I do it again?
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Go ahead, do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Robert, why don't you go log into your account? Let's see what happened with yours.
All right, I can only hope my results are as good as Greg's, but I don't see how. I mean, I didn't do anything, but here, let me log in. What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, my bank account went from $300 to $1,255.87. That's almost $1,000 in a minute. I mean, how is this possible?
I'm glad it did so well for you, Robert. James, buddy, why don't you log into your software? Let's see what happened.
I'm actually worried that I might have a heart attack after seeing, Greg and Robert here. But okay, let me log in. Just a few seconds. Holy cow! This account was overdrawn before. I'm not in the red anymore. Look at this. It's $822.50.
Awesome.
That's badass. That's amazing. How did this happen, Chris?
That's the power of the software, James. It analyzes the market and does all the hard work for you. All you have to do is follow instructions and sit back and let it make money. James, you're going to be able to buy presents for your grandkids now, huh?
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chris, it just did it again. I'm sitting on like $1,600 here. This is amazing. Wait, are you going to make this public?
Actually, Greg, this is not being offered publicly. It's for an invited audience only. I spent too much time and spent way too much money, and I wouldn't be able to afford it if the whole world knew about it.
Wow, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we're so lucky to be able to use this. That's amazing. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, yeah, my honor, man.
I mean, I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. $1,597.88.
Are we actually going to keep this money?
Well, of course you're going to be able to keep it. All of it. And you get to keep anything from this point forward. Actually, what I want you guys to do now is to continue to use the software for the next 90 days. And at the end of that 90 days, 3 months from now, I want you to do a video telling me about your experience using the software. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to use this thing every day. I can't wait to send you the video.
Oh, man, me too. Same here. Why the hell wouldn't I use it every day? I can't imagine where I'm going to be after 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to comprehend what's happened here, but why wouldn't I want to tell you how I've done? I mean, wow. Thank you, Chris, for the money and the software. And wow, I'm not really sure what you gave me, but well, thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem, Robert. And I can't wait to see your video.
Oh, man, yes. Absolutely. Chris, this is amazing.
Greg, thanks a lot for coming, man.
My pleasure.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
James?
Thanks.
Robert?
Forward to this.
All right, you guys.
We're making some cash, man.
Awesome.
We're gonna make some cash.
Yeah, drinks on me, man. Let's go. Chris, dude, I have about 1,000 things to tell you. But first, the most important thing. I am officially a millionaire. Hell yeah! Seriously, it's unbelievable. Now, this thing kept on making like thousands of dollars after thousands of dollars every day. I quit my job after just 7 days of using the software. I still can't believe this is happening to me. I mean, look at this. This is my bank account. Yes, mine. $1,291,177.90 in just 3 months, man. And all I had to do was push 2 buttons. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know who is supposed to be receiving this software, but honestly, you are truly offering them a chance to change their lives.
Hey, Christopher. As you can see, I didn't forget to send you my testimonial video for your software, and oh my gosh, the past 3 months have been the best 3 months of my life. I mean, to be honest, my wife thought that this was great, but it wasn't going to last for long. She thought that the software was only designed to work during your shooting to impress people, but she's happy to admit that she was wrong. I've been consistently making thousands of dollars a day since then, and we both quit our jobs. I'm finally living the online lifestyle that I've always wanted to live. Now, here's the super exciting part. Just look at my bank balance. Yes, that's $1,699,823.72. That's almost $1.7 million, Christopher, and it's all thanks to you. I could never thank you enough. You've changed my life forever. You've made me a millionaire. I just hope we'll meet again one day. I want to personally invite you to the new beach house that we're buying thanks to you.
Okay, I think that this screenshot of my bank account will be better than all the words I can possibly say to describe what's happening to me right now, Christopher. Can you see this? $1,076,233.05. And this is all mine. It's insane. No need to tell you that my grandchildren are getting more than a few presents this year. In fact, I just bought them all a new car. And I just booked a 1-month trip to the Bahamas for me and my wife, in first class. And you know what else has changed most in my life? The way my banker looks at me right now. I will never be able to thank you enough. Rather, I feel so lucky and blessed.
Okay, I think we did pretty good. 3 complete beginners, 3 new internet millionaires in 90 days. I wasn't even supposed to make this video because the software is totally free for you anyway. But I just wanted to prove to you that it's all real. No more empty promises, no more stress and anxiety about software that doesn't and will never work. This is the real deal, period. I've achieved everything I've wanted in my life now. I basically have it all. I've reached a tremendous level of success. I have enough money that even my grandchildren will live in a life of luxury after I'm gone. But you see, there's one thing I've always felt very strongly about.